Hi everyone. Today I'm going to talk about a topic that is not talked about in manifestation content. It's the topic of being present. Like a lot of people make content about manifestation, but they haven't tapped really into understanding how reality works as a whole or how spirituality works. You know, basically, the people that are in manifestation only studied manifestation content and the practicality of it, which can work, but I want to bring a new perspective, a spiritual perspective. Like before studying manifestation, I studied spirituality. I still do, how reality works, how everything is created by our own mind, stuff like that. Basically, there are different states of consciousness, and with each state, you become more and more and more conscious of how reality works, of the energy that it's reality, which is basically your consciousness. Everything that you see and that exists in reality, it's made of your consciousness. Basically, nothing exists outside of your consciousness. You can't think of anything that doesn't exist in your consciousness. Like there's nothing outside of it. If you think about a blue dragon, it's in your consciousness, it's in your thoughts. That image, it's in your thoughts. Everything you think about, every person you think about, um, it's basically in your consciousness, be it if you see it with your eyes or if you think about it. But even if you see it with your eyes, it's still in your brain, Like we only see a tiny percentage of reality, if that exists. I don't believe it exists. I believe it's all created by our own minds. But yeah, there is the light that reflects on the objects is processed by our own minds. So, in consciousness. So, there's no difference in that. There's no difference in physical things and what you imagine. Basically, if you can get to a conscious enough state that you are so conscious about how you create things in your mind, you can blurry the line of what you perceive as external reality and what you perceive as your thoughts. And yeah, that's how you create and manifest. The more conscious you are, the more you can blur that line, and the more you can be aware in your mind of what you want to create, the more real you feel it exists, and the more the present you are with that, the more it will manifest. It's basically already created. When you affirm and do stuff like that, you create it, you put your awareness to it, but your awareness, it's 90% focused on the external reality, So yeah, it's not you using your full power. That's not the problem. The problem is that your senses and your thoughts of reality, of the 3D or whatever, the visible reality, have such a strong grip on you that you can't really, like, the thoughts that you have in your head, sorry. So the reality has such a strong grip on you that the things you want to create in your own head don't have space. Like 99% of your energy goes to your visible reality. So that's what you will continue to create. Okay. Basically, that's the theory, how reality works. You have the power by just thinking about things, by just being aware of things to create them. Okay. Make sure you know that and manifest from that place. And now, that is a bit more advanced to reach those states, but I don't think you can do it by just trying. Maybe if you can practice a lot, You can get to a state where things become so real inside your head. But I'm gonna give you a better way. Um, yeah. So the more conscious you are, the better is. The better you are at creating whatever you want inside your head. And the most available way to raise your consciousness, basically, is meditation. And if you want the technique, yeah, meditation is simple. If you don't know how to do it, it's basically you focus either on nothing, either on your breath, either on your body, either on a point, on a wall, for example, or something like that. And whenever thoughts come, you just bring your focus back on that stuff. It's a super powerful. It's a super powerful technique. I super much recommend you to do it. Yeah, a bit more on meditation. When you feel bad because the thoughts keep coming, don't be, because that's the process, that's the work. This is where the most benefits are from. When you have a thought and you shift your focus to whatever you chose. I would not recommend you to meditate and manifest at the same time. Like, even if you have a good manifestation thought, like, say you meditate and you reach such a relaxed, good state, and then you want to start, oh, maybe I should manifest from the state, maybe I should think about. I will not recommend that because you mix those up. So finish your meditation and then do the manifestation practice from the higher state. But your state of consciousness will rise after each meditation, and it will become like a more permanent state. So it's a very good practice. Outside of that, and I think more important than meditation, you can try to be present while doing things in your life. This is easier with practical things, like, for example, washing dishes or walking or stuff like that. But you can do it with mental thoughts. It's you maintaining the state of present awareness. And when, like, you have a task that is super mental, like you're coding or something like that, you can use that awareness to just read, for example, what you have to do, to read the requirements, or I'm sorry if this is a super technical example, but most work it's super technical these days. You can read like all the features about that software, and then after you gather all this information by being present, you just stay there, and the thoughts of how you can fix that situation will come to you. So outside manifestation, it's a really good thing to practice in your own life, and it will help you a bunch. Okay, so why does this help manifestation so much? First of all, you raise your state of consciousness, and when you will reach more conscious stages, you will boost all your affirmations and visualizations, because you're more present and your awareness is more fully on them. So the more present you are, the more powerful these techniques will be. The more you'll focus on them, the more you'll manifest them, and the less you'll focus on reality. Like when you're trying to manifest, your SP said, let's say your SP left you and you're trying to manifest them back. When you're present, you can use that focus and present energy to focus on your desired reality with that person. And when the thoughts come, like, oh, they left me, blah, 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 with your meditation practice, you can let them go and not give them energy, so you'll not create more of them in your visible reality. Yeah, and also you can block them, like whenever you are not manifesting, you can be aware of them and just let them go. So you will not dwell on them, and you will not create more of them during your day to day. You know, the reframing technique in manifestation, it's super powerful. It's a super powerful technique. Like when you have a thought about something, let's say your SP, that's the most common thing people want to manifest. Uh, let's say you're at work and thoughts of your SP come, and you start becoming a bit depressed and spiraling down. How can you use that reframing technique? Well, where you see the thoughts, you see the old thoughts, and you stop them and then you reframe them. How can you do that if you don't have the awareness to see them? And believe me, I bet 99% of people are not aware of every thought they have. And you don't have to be aware, but the more you can be aware and change them, the faster and the better, I don't know, the more efficient you'll manifest. You'll see your reality shifting. And I want to add, it's not bad that you have thoughts about your old reality, current reality that you want to get rid of. But when you dwell on them and you accept them as your reality, basically, and you accept those facts as this is how it is, this is a rule of how reality works, this is what I have in my life, you'll manifest more of that. So being aware of them, reframing them, or stopping them, it's an amazing way to do it. For me personally, when I have them and I try to become so when I have them, I try to become more present and shift my attention immediately to the present moment or whatever I'm doing or on nothing. And then I try to manifest. I don't reframe them immediately. I try to do it just to ignore them, just to take the power away from them. Like if you have the thought, SP will cheat on me. You can have it. You can feel. The more aware you are, the faster you'll catch it, and you'll feel the emotions that thought bring to you. And when you're present of it, and you don't give that much attention, and you do the thing you do the thing you do when you meditate, which is let it go, let it pass, don't give any power to it, you will stop the old self trying to manifest the old reality. So it's a super, super powerful technique. And in a more advanced spiritual way, when you meditate and you become more conscious, this is a bit more advanced, but reality starts to shift. Maybe some of you experience that, but the solid objects are not that solid anymore. They are like malleable. Everything is energy. You see kind of the frequency of things, how everything starts to melt and blend together, and physics becomes more blurry. And I think at the metaphysical level, the more malleable the reality becomes, the more easier it is to manifest because you start to blend the limit between the physical reality and your mind. You don't have to reach that state if you are not into spirituality that much. You can focus on the being present and ignoring the thoughts that are coming. But knowing this additional benefit, I think it will give you power in your subconscious. Like I'm making the reality more malleable. I will not focus on this. I think, yeah, ignoring them and focusing on your right manifestation, it's enough. Yeah. So we got rid of, we didn't got rid of, but we stopped giving power to our old thoughts, which is way powerful. Even with that and the energy shift from being present, I think you'll manifest a ton more. Like I manifested a lot of crazy synchronicities before, um, without manifesting anything, like just being present, being in a good state, and thinking about something and immediately manifested it without really wanting it. I mean, it wasn't a desire, but it's super cool the intuition you get and the downloads and the synchronicities that happens when you are in that state. Okay. And we got the old self part of the way with being present. Let's talk about a bit how do you manifest in that state. Basically, you visualize, you visualize, and you are trying to be that person that already has the thing you want to live in your end. You know, when you are in that state, let's say, where when you are in a normal state of consciousness, you can't really be. You are always thinking. So you are being what you were aware of in the past. But when you are more conscious and you think, I am that person that is a multimillionaire, you can be that way more accurately without the attachment and the fear. It's way more powerful. And your mind is way more clear when you get more and more and more present. I think with manifestation, you heard this a million times, be in your end, live in your end, believe that it's already yours and you'll receive it. And this is super true. But you need to get to that state that you are living in the end. You have to become that person that already has it. And when you manifest, when you are super present, you can do that more easily. It's maybe when you're in your normal state, you start to overthink, how is that gonna look like? How am I gonna do it? Am I doing it right? When you're more present and you're more clear-headed, it's easy. Like, believe that it's already mine. And your mind starts asking more high quality questions. How would that feel like? What would I do? You know? And these questions boost and make your manifestation practice a lot more powerful. Because you can be aware and your mind is always working, basically. And the things you put your awareness on, that what what the mind will focus on and work on subconsciously. So if you remove the things you don't want to put your energy into, like the old thoughts, your mind will think of the best way to solve the problems of your new challenges that you're trying to solve. In this case, manifestation and being in your end. Your mind will show you how to do that way more easily and what works for you. It's pretty simple, actually. You just have to be. And being present, it's the best way. You're not overcomplicating things. You're living your life. You're enjoying your life. You're relaxing. It has so many benefits for manifestation. Yeah, I think that's it for the most part. I'll make more videos about this topic because it's such a powerful concept that I don't think it's really used. Everything will improve in your life when you try to do this. So, as a quick recap, try a meditation practice. Just focus on your breath. When a thought comes, you just you just refocus on your breath, your body, whatever you chose, on nothing. Try to be present day to day. Feel the feelings in your body. Just see the text on the screen. Whatever you're working. Feel the water when you do the dishes. Whatever. Try to be in the reality. And yeah, do your manifestation practices as you did before. Living in the end and all stuff like that. And you'll see the downloads you will get, you'll see how much they will improve just because you're more present. Like, you don't need any more advice, you already know what to do. But why not supercharge your practices and, yeah, make them more efficient, basically. Okay, thank you for listening. Don't rush this process. If you're doing meditation and you catch yourself having a thought and not giving it power, it's perfect. That's all you need to know. There's anything not more complicated than that. You're doing awesome. Okay. Don't make this as a standard, like I have to do this. I'm so afraid if I'm not doing this. You can manifest without it, but it's a super powerful way to charge your life and boost your manifestation practice. Yeah, thanks for watching. Wish you all the best. And I really hope this helped you.